Hi, today we're going to make some Brigid Day crosses, and if you don't have access to rushes, that's okay because we're going to make them using newspaper. These are two that I made with my children yesterday. I used slightly thicker I suppose reeds of paper for that, but I've gone a little slimmer today, and I'm just going to show you first of all how we can start making these. What you will need is a knitting needle, some glue, newspaper obviously, maybe a bit of wool or twine, scissors, and that should make the crosses for you. So I'll just begin with rolling newspaper. So what I've done is I've gotten half of a page of a newspaper, and just make sure I'm on camera. Cool. I'm outside my back garden. Everything is dependent on getting this done before the rain starts, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, I just wrap around the knitting needle and I roll. Now for the other crosses I use size 5 knitting needle, just to make it easier for them with something bigger. This is 3mm. It's really up to you. Obviously the slimmer you make it, the more delicate looking it is, but yeah, it's completely up to you. So you just roll. Usually it's good if they're anywhere from, I suppose, 28 centimeters upwards. These ones are a little bit longer because I used the full sheet of newspaper. This one should probably be coming in around the hopefully 28 to 30 centimeters. And then I just pop a little bit of glue here, and I just roll it around just to kind of seal it. Now when you're removing the knitting needle, it won't come if you just pull. So if you just twist, it loosens it. Pop it out, and there you have your reed. Now a good idea to do before we start is to maybe bend your reeds like I've done here. It just makes it that little bit easier. When you're using the reeds from nature, they're a lot easier to just kind of bend in the middle using your fingers. So if you just kind of guess your halfway point, and there you go. Now to start off with your very first reeds, we'll go with this one. So this is what some people like to call this like 12 and 6, and then work 3 and 9. Some people like to go north, south, east and west. It's completely up to you. Sometimes people say quarter past, half past, but it's just a way of, I suppose, defining which way it goes. So if we call this, just for the minute, 12 and 6, so we get our next reed here and we pop it in at the midway point. We pinch both midways. We have it in at our 3 o'clock point. Okay, so you can see it there. I'll just try and raise it up. We've gathered it in and it's holding firm. Okay, so then we get our next reed, we pop it over the top here, bring it down to 6. Okay, now we try and make these as snug as possible. Okay, so you can see this lovely crossover here, and then we get another reed and we go in for the 9 o'clock. Okay, now at this point we have 1 reed here, 2, we have 3 here and 2 here. Now that's your basis for getting started. From here on in it's quite simple. We literally turn it so that our 12 o'clock goes to 9 o'clock. So our single one is over here, and from here on in we're holding in the last one we placed in, holding it all together. We get our next reed, we go 9 o'clock. Okay, let's see, pop it in. Sorry if I go off camera now. 9 o'clock. From here on in we then twist it to hold the one we just put in, and we go 9 o'clock every single time. Okay, so we keep going. It's much tougher now in a way with the paper because it is clumpier compared to getting the reeds from the water. And we go 9 o'clock again. You know, it takes a bit of adjustment, but you can see the shape starting to come into it. Oh, and I dropped my 9, and we bring twist. And you can kind of adjust it as you go, okay? We go 9 o'clock again. Hopefully we won't get blown away here. I'll just gather a few so I won't cross in front of the camera all the time. And we go 9 o'clock again. Twist. So you can see it's once you get over the initial setting it up, it's very straightforward. Again, 9 o'clock on twist. And it kind of makes sense because, like I say, the last one you put in is holding it together. That's the one that needs holding. The rest are being held together. 9 o'clock and twist. Again, apologies if I go off camera. I can't actually see the camera, so I'm hoping I'm staying on. 9 o'clock and twist. Here's a bit of sunshine. And again, pop it down if it needs adjustments. We'll have a little bit of wiggle room later to adjust it. And 9 o'clock and twist. Pop down. 9 o'clock and twist. Let's see, we can tidy that up a bit. 9 o'clock and twist again. Now it's up to you how big you want to make it. I'm going to go a little bit bigger because I'm conscious we need to bind and I don't want to leave it too short, so I might stop here. So this is the next bit just to focus on. You get the reed that's up here which is now your 12 o'clock. The last one you would have put in, and if you just eke it down slightly, okay, enough that you can get your finger through. So if you can see that there, I'm going to get another reed. I go 9 o'clock, but I pop both ends of it through. I'm hoping this is now through the hole. Push it through, make sure you're happy with this, and then just pull that up, and that should hold it, okay? And again, you can kind of adjust it now to your liking. Like you could have gone, was if you made them a bit longer, you could go on more. I'm just going to stop now so it doesn't look too. Now, if you have twine or something, this is or wool or anything. Some people like to use some elastic, whatever you want. We're going to bind these. Now I've gotten wool. I'm just doubling it over, and I'm going to start with this one here. I like to go just below, or sorry, just above my shortest bit of newspaper. Now I untie it good and tight, bring it around to really secure it, because that again will just help it to keep its shape. Again, just really get it good and secure. And we'll trim this later. Move around to our next one. Get another bit of wool or twine. Twine would be ideal. I just can't find mine. I like that kind of rustic look. You could also paint or spray these, or paint the newspaper after they're before you roll or after. I kind of like this the raw newspaper look. It has a very, it's just, for me, it's just aesthetically pleasing. And like I say, this is such a kid-friendly exercise, and I'm a real fan of maintaining original kind of traditional designs. This is so simple, but it's so beautiful, you know. And I think people often say, "Oh, I'd love to make them, but I can't get any rushes or reeds." So the newspaper it's just an alternative way of achieving it, and it's fun, you know, and it's great for recycling and reusing. So you can see here, I don't think they all have to be the exact same distance. It's up to you, you know. No one's going to tell you they're wrong, because no one can come and visit you anyway. So yeah, I think Let's see, we'll get our last one. Just move this. Now we'll just put it together. Again, I hope I'm on camera. I have a homemade camera stand. It involves an awful lot of gaffer tape, and I have a lot of jigsaw boxes to try and give me a bit of height. Now, nearly done. So I'm just going to trim these now because we don't really need to, with my awful scissors. I must that's working once it does the job. Now, okay, and there you have your St. Brigid's cross. So you can see by using the half bit of newspaper, I got, you can make it much more refined. The big ones are good for the kids, just to have that little extra bit of manoeuvring. And so yeah, so I hope you enjoy. I hope you find it useful. Just a nice little project to do. Maybe a nice gift for some neighbours to be left at the door. Okay, thank you. Bye.